Yeah, let's try that again. Weird. Very weird. Okay. That immediately disconnected from YouTube, but now it looks like we're all right on both YouTube and Twitch. That was weird, man. Let's make sure we're going here. And we are. Yes, today is show number 245. What up, AJ? Yeah, oh, Ob's posted something in the chat. I didn't see that one because it wasn't connected when I first started it. All right, well, let's oh, let me put the rest of my stuff in the chat. While I do that, why don't we do a little Rachel Cruz song? Guess that's what we all want, Rachel Cruz. Guess that's why we all love Rachel Cruz. All right, indeed. Touch the money. Okay, done. Alrighty. Okay, back up at the top there. And let's go. You guys ready to sing? Let's sing. Listen for the drum taps. Like all plans, it starts with step one. $1,000 emergency fund. Step two, you'll pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we don't do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges, from smallest to largest. Baby step 3 is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. You stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, and why I host this after show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. So step 4 is when you can take a breath and go less guzzle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. Now you get to live large, and now you get to live large. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, and why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like results that you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do the baby steps. Trumpet, take it home. Live from Columbus, OH, it's the Ramsey Show, Aftershow show. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show. Ramsey Show YouTube chat and the people in it and all things financial. Whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach. And you can schedule a free consultation assessment with me at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. The link's at the top of the chat and in the video description below. You can email me about anything. Yes, anything. Like, for example, if you'd like to sing the Baby Step song. Either pre-recorded or live. We can make either one of those happen. Email me. We can talk about it. CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. As you can see, where is it? Right there. And let's see, you can also reach me on the Instagram.
Add me on the ground.
You can add me on the Grump at Coach Steve Money, no spaces. So I get my notes back up here. And finally, if you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, every little bit helps, of course. PayPal.me/Coach Steve Money. Again, the link in the top of the chat, in the video description below, and in the bottom of my webcam frame right here. PayPal.me/Coach Steve Money. Matt Daniels in early today with his whatever his cause is today. Let's see. Let's read it, and then thanks for the IO there, Obs and AJ. Let's see. How many people sold homes to pay student loan debt? Probably not that many. And moved to a warmer climate like Louisiana to curb high property taxes and utility bills. And probably not that many. Matt Daniels, you always find something that it affects such a very, very small portion of the population. Now, if you had stopped at saying how many people sold homes, okay, a lot of them. How many people sold homes to pay student loan debt? A little bit less, probably a lot less. Okay, and then who moved to warmer climate like Louisiana? You keep adding stuff to it, you're going to end up with one. Yeah, great musical talent and show. Keep it up there. Yeah, thank you. Now, I'm still going to rip you, though. By the time because you add so many things into what you're saying, that cuts everybody out of it, so it's like one person left that did all that. That moved to that sold a home to pay student loan debt and moved to a warmer climate like Louisiana to curb high property taxes and utility bills, and about the insurance being more unaffordable. Is unaffordable, is that a word? I guess. All right. On hobby farms. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, you got to have insurance on farms, so what can they do? All right. You got a lot of causes that are like iffy, man. You know what I'm saying? You do you, but you got a lot of causes that are iffy. Let's see. What do we have to talk about now? Oh yeah, hey, you know what? The guy in the big chair today was a guy named George Camel, and we have a song for him. A little bit of one anyway. Ready? Yeah. Now, George hosts 3 podcasts. They don't cost a cent. Ballroom, Future, Entree, Leadership, and the Fine Print. Opened up YouTube, saw the thumbnail was Camel. It's always fun with George on the panel. Ayo wears Acer Stallone, used to wear flannel. No one does it better than our guy George Camel. Paid his house off. Got an electric car, y'all. And a brand new dog. Second dog for him. Baby step 7, y'all. All right. Market report. Good morning, Julia. It's me, Joe. Funny story about that, Julia. I think the day after I wrote that lyric for that song, Deloney never wore flannel again after wearing it, a lot of it. So, I don't know that he was joking, dog. I think he bought an electric car. I think he bought one. Julia, open up your heart and your arms. All right. So, as you can see, we're all up here today in the market. A nice market day. And I have a analysis coming up that I was kind of doing in the chat, and I did all the math for it, and then about an hour later I was looking through articles and stuff and found the exact same stuff already in there. But they may have done it. It may not have been posted until after I did mine. But as you can see, excuse me, NASDAQ 1.84%. It had been up near 2%, but I mean, that's close enough. Russell Small Cap Index up the highest today, 2.65%. S&P 500, 1.23%. I won yesterday for fantasy mutual funds, and most likely I'll be winning again today. Anytime the NASDAQ is that much over the S&P and the Dow Jones, which is at almost 1%, and that's still a good day. Let's see what we have here. We have for earnings today was Lululemon and Micron Technology, and I'm actually ready for this today, kids. Ready for this today. Immediate reporting on this. Here's Micron Technology, and you can see good earnings from them, and so their stock went way up after hours trading there, as you can see. Let's see. Let's say Micron stock rises earnings outlook, top street view, which means what Wall Street thought it was going to do. Their earnings and their outlook is higher than Wall Street thought it was going to be. And the same thing for Lululemon. Lululemon hit $6 billion worth of earnings. And I don't know what happened there. It like shut up right afterwards, and then it was like, whoa, we're not worth that much. And then 2 seconds later, it was right back up. So I don't know what happened there. That little dip right there, that little dip. Don't know what that was all about. But the gray area is all after hours trading. And so there you go. Yeah, $6 billion in annual sales for the first time, and forecasting more growth. And my daughter and I walked by a Lululemon today, and she was gonna go in there, but she decided not to. She told me a story she won when she was doing, I think one of those vitamin stores where you go to buy vitamins and supplements and stuff like that. She put her name in for a raffle. I don't know if she had to pay anything. She didn't say that. But she put her name in it, and she won a $100 Lululemon gift card. And she said, that's how they get you, which is something I taught both my kids, that that's how they get you. Because, yes, Lululemon probably offered that gift card for free to be raffled at that vitamin store or supplement store, whatever it was. But then she ended up spending about $300, $400 in there. So, in addition to the using the gift card, so they know what they're doing. They're not stupid. So, and that's your marketing there. And marketing is an entirely separate lesson in Financial Peace University. So it's not just the baby steps in there. There's more to it. There's a whole lesson on insurance, for example. But as you can see, it's those two had great earnings, and so if it keeps going that way, we'll be all right. Let's go back and wrap up. What do we have here? Coming up, tomorrow is BioNTech, and Thursday is Walgreens. Next week, Costco and Constellation Brands. The most followed single stocks on the Google, the most highest up today, artist formerly known as Facebook Meta Platforms Inc., and that's a 2.8%. Tesla, a rare day, being up or down less than 1%. Very rare for them. Normally they're up over 3% one way or the other every day. Apple up almost 2%. There were tons of people at the mall and in the Apple store that we also walked by today. So, commerce happening. Commerce. Let's see what's going on the rest of the planet. Everything up in Europe. Almost everything up in Asia. Euro up on the dollar. Japanese yen up on the dollar. The British pound loaf is down to the US dollar. And the Canadian dollar up on the US dollar. Surrey. And the Australian dollar mate is up against the US dollar. And a lot of times when the market is up, the dollar bill will be down to most other currencies. Seems like that happens. Let's check what's it called? Crypto is what it's called. And which was with a K. If you started it with a K, crypto, that would be Superman's dog's name. How about that? XRP, the only one down at the moment. And these, again, crypto keeps trading 24 hours a day. Does not stop at 4 p.m. Eastern time like the U.S. stock market. So we got from Yahoo. What you talking about? What you talking about, AJ? Now, if you can help it. That was probably a long time ago. You'll have to remind me what that is. It'll take me down. For the fantasy mutual funds. I got you. Okay. You got baby steps and more in the training. What do you mean? Seeing if somebody else wants to sing it? Yeah, I've been wanting that to happen for a long, long time. Anyway, this is from yahoo.com. U.S. 2-year, 10-year Treasury yield curve inverts, and that means that basically market up and your Treasury yields down. Ukraine-Russia meeting ends with some progress, so whatever that means. And it does say, where does it say? U.S. stocks, Wall Street climbs on Russia-Ukraine optimism. So we'll see about that. This is earlier. This is not. Let's update to mid-afternoon is what that says. When that says. And after that, they went up a little more before coming back a little bit. But U.S. stocks rose on Tuesday with Dow and S&P on track for fourth straight session of gains. And optimism progress was being made toward a deal to resolve the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, which back in my day, Tom Brokaw and all the other news anchors said the Ukraine. So we did too. Apparently that's not correct. Russia pledged to cut down on military operations around Kiev and in northern Ukraine. Okay. While Ukraine promised adopting a neutral status, the first sign of progress towards peace in weeks. Okay. I also read something where Ukraine actually attacked something in Russia, though, too, today. So we'll see how that. So the progress contributed to fall in prices of oil and other commodities. So we'll be seeing that gas come down, right? Right, people? Let's see. Boom. Let's see. Was that in this article? Trying to think where I was. Nope, not this article. Where I was seeing where the market was today, as opposed in relation to the previous highs of those there. Oh, that was only when they were under Soviet control, AJ thinks. Oh, yeah, in the trend. Yeah, well, no, that's Financial Peace University. That's not necessarily what I would talk to people about whatever their thing is, whatever they're hung up on, whatever they need help in, etc., etc. Let's see if I can find that thing there. This is not it. CNBC, House of Representatives set to vote on a bill to improve the retirement system. And don't know anything about that. Never heard of it. Securing a Strong Retirement Act. And they always call it something like that, even if it does not do that. Or Secure Act 2.0. By expanding automatic enrollment in employer-provided retirement plans, simplifying rules for small businesses, and helping those near retirement save more for longer, this legislation will help increase Americans' access to retirement funds and help families save for the future. All right? So I guess automatic enrollment, I mean, that's not much different when, I mean, of course, they're in unions, but like teachers are automatically put in pensions automatically, so they are made to save, and that's why they're high in the list of millionaires, like number 4 or something like that. Let's see, the bills in the first Secure Act, which was passed in 2019. 2021, the House Ways and Means Committee approved the bill in unanimous bipartisan voice vote. So highlights, automatically enroll. I think we talked about all of them already. Let's see, yeah. So I mean, that's not that much. Much of a change, and I guess that'd be all right. Let's see. I mean, making somebody save for retirement. That's. I mean, can you pass a law to make them not use loans? Of course, that changes all of America too if there are no loans. Let's see, simplifying rules for small businesses and helping those near retirement save for more for longer. Okay, so yeah, I mean, all that sounds great. And that, as you can see, that is in a paragraph about that big. So, but the legislation itself is going to be about that thick. So, with other crap in it. And that's what we call pork in it. And that's for people's senators and representatives' pet projects that they want to do for people back home, supposedly. Oh, let's see. This from NPR. There's never been such a severe shortage of homes in the U.S. Here's why, and I think we know why, because there's been a buying frenzy and the supply line problems. Let's see if there's anything else. And these kind of articles aren't my favorite, where they give you a person and start with their little experience and then run that into the point of the article. But that's common. I guess that works for a lot of people. Never faced delays like trying to get basic building. Had a client ask me to add a door. We just waited 6 months to get it. Yeah, so that's a door and a frame. That's kind of crazy. He says appliances can even be worse. Dishwasher, if you can find the model you want right now, you might wait a year for it. Okay. So, pandemic-related supply chain problems aren't helping. They're adding tens of thousands of dollars in cost to the typical house. But the roots of the problem go back much further. Housing bubble collapsed in 2008. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Look and see if there's another reason. Always need guys. Oh, I guess employees to build the houses. Employee shortage. Pandy, things shut down. Some workers left. Yep. If I had twice as many guys, I still would not have enough. Okay. Let's see. You have to build single-family units on lots that are bigger than the market wants. This is not a free market choice. It's government-imposed rule. Interesting. Certain neighborhoods, you simply cannot build townhouses. Interesting. AJ wishes he would have done FPU. You still can, AJ. And you know what, dog? You can do FPU for free. All you got to do is lead the class, dude. Julie Claire finished week 2 in Financial Peace University. Can't wait for next week and uncover all the goodness it has. Absolutely. And Julie, are you attending or are you leading it? I can never remember. Got so many people in the chat. Some of them leading it, some just attending it. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, is that it? Yep, I think that's it. So I got most of them. I didn't do the employee shortage, but the supply line. Alrighty, so, and I don't have it here, huh? I don't know. Okay, so it's from Kotaku.com. Crypto gaming's biggest success story scammed out of $600 million. NFT-based battler Axie Infinity just suffered a major hack. So you got to watch out for that. And again, that's what happens when you don't have any, tracking on your transactions there. So let's see. An exploit allowed a hacker to drain roughly $600 million worth of cryptocurrency from the network. All right. So, yeah, let's see. The person responsible allegedly used hacked private keys to order the fraudulent withdrawals. How, you ask? The attacker found a backdoor through our gas-free RPC node. No problem. No clue what any of that means. Which they abused to get the signature for the Axie DAO validator. Alright, basically the Ronin sidechain for games like Axie Infinity uses 9 validator nodes to prevent fraudulent transactions. However, in November, due to overwhelming demand by new Axie players, Ronin gave special privileges to Sky Mavis, the company behind the game, so it could sign transactions on its behalf. Alright, and so that didn't work out well for them. Alright, and where did I see I thought I had the story of where Alright, well, let's Google it then, shall we? What am I thinking? What am I trying to say? Today's market in relation to highs, maybe. What was the market like today? It just shows that. And change from yesterday. We have to, what time is it? Might have to skip this, we'll see. I was pretty sure that it came from, maybe it was something that was like up in this from Bloomberg. Okay. I don't think it was this either. But anyway, it was It was something like the NASDAQ is... I think like 9% down from the high, and the S&P is 3% down from the high. And let's just verify that that's true. If we look for the the 1 year mark, it's up. So, and you can see even in the 5 year that the 1 year ago today, which would be right there, it's still up from there. But the high is 16,057. So how do we do that? Let's see. Do we take the today's? I'll put a little calculator, and this is what I was doing earlier. 14619 divided by the high of, what was it? 16,057. Equals, yeah, 0.09. Yeah, 0.09. So that's almost, that's just 1%. That can't be right. All right, let's see. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing. It'll just be a second. Sorry, this is not good radio or YouTube. Let's see. What do you have? 14,619 times 1. What did I say? 9%? No, that's way too much. 14,619 times 1. No, yeah, 0.1%. Yeah, 608. Yeah, that's only 1%. I don't know. I'll see if I can find that article and do something like that. But it's as you can see, it's not that far off from coming back to the high, which is right there. And to give it some more, another look there, the S&P, which was at a high a little bit later, which was on was that on March 29th? Oh, that's today. No wonder that didn't work right. The high in the S&P was December 31st, 4766, and it's 4631 now. So okay, so as you can see, I mean that's pretty darn close. So I mean, granted, a lot of it was today's today's results, and so yeah, but I'll try to get that exact number for tomorrow. I can't remember. I had figured it out, but then I forgot it, and because I thought I had the article that showed that on there. All right. When can I buy stuff I want? We'll probably do that. Get to that one. What time is it? 6:40. Okay. Yep. Julia is attending, not giving it. But yeah, so yeah, but if anybody is interested, that's the cheapest way to take it. You can take FPU for free. You get Ramsey Plus for free if you are leading the class. You can volunteer to take a class. You don't even have to be in a high baby step. You just have to be able to show that you are making progress on the baby steps. Obviously, they would take a step 7er as well. All right, let's see. 2 minutes ago, this from Saggy N. Advice needed: how to share email large program file. What? Oh, that's tech support. Wrong show. Tech support with Coach Steve Money is Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. New Okay. Oh, Tony, here's that story from Liga Bleak. When can I buy stuff I want? Okay. Let's see what we got going here. I started the baby steps, and so far I'm only on baby step 2. So here's the early answer. Without reading the rest of your stuff is not now. There's a thing called baby step 2 that you're doing, which is paying off all your debt. All right, I was just wondering when I can start buying stuff I want to buy. I want to buy a project car to work on over the weekend. Should I finish all the baby steps then make purchases, or is that something I can start doing after my debts are paid? Okay, great question. Great question. You want to be in a situation where you have everything under control, and that means you have all your non-mortgage debt paid off and that you have your full emergency fund saved. Then after that, as far as any purchases, vacations, etc., you're in charge of your budget. Anything you can budget is fine. You just have to think, you have to think vacation, or do I want to put this to steps 4, 5, and 6? And you can make that decision there. And the reason you're able to make that decision and do that anytime you want is because you don't have any debt and you do have that full emergency fund. So, step 4 would be that time when you can buy a project car to work on. Or such AJ said. After debts are paid, yep. Fredria B, does Does geo arbitrage go along with the Ramsey plan? What is that? I don't even know what that is. Is that actually a word, or did you misspell it? Geo arbitrage. It certainly is. Let's see. So we learned something today. Geo arbitrage. Oh, arbitrage. Okay, geo arbitrage involves moving to a place with a lower cost of living while keeping the same level of income. This could be income from self-employment, retirement income, or traditional job transfer. Lowering the cost of living means it's easier to make that income stretch further. Yeah, absolutely, you can do that if you want. Yeah. Absolutely. A lot of people have trouble making a certain amount in California, and if they can move to the Midwest, say, and make that same amount of money, that amount of money goes so much further. So, yeah. Out of the country, I mean, that's up to you. I mean, there's other issues with out of the country as far as other countries' laws and what you're willing to live with. I would imagine for myself, I would get used to the freedom of living in America that a lot of other countries don't have. So I mean, that's up to the individual. But yeah, you can do the baby steps in any country. Where it falls differently is with the investing. The retirement accounts there are some similar to like the Roth IRA and 401ks, but they are called different things, and it works a little bit differently. And I read something, I just like skimmed it. I didn't get into it, but I think somebody said something about, it might have been in the Dave Ramsey subreddit, where somebody from the UK said that they will only give you a fixed for 5 years, and then after that it is variable again. So, and I don't know if it was just one. It wasn't clear whether it was just the bank that she was dealing with or the lender she was dealing with, or that all of them require that. So, but yeah, you can do, the principles work everywhere. Some of the like individual laws and stuff, and let's say what the retirement accounts are different. I still contribute to Roth, working remotely for a US based company. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's up to you. If that's what you want to do, and you can live way cheaper there, yeah, I mean, that's viable. And you're the one that has to do it. Nobody else has to go over there and do that. You're the one that has to do it. So there you go. Alrighty, this baby step 6 flare, the FPU version of investment classes. Alright, would love to see a series of classes on investments and learning all the basics of how to invest. I love FPU for its ability to teach me as an adult, but in simplified form as if I was 12. Yeah, are there any courses on investment taught in this style? If not through Dave, anywhere else would you recommend learning, but it's simplified and legit? Well, anywhere else you would learn it, they're not going to say just do mutual funds, probably. They're going to tell you to do single stocks. They're going to tell you to do bonds. They're going to tell you to do commodities, which Dave would not tell you to do. But as far as this, he doesn't get into that. He's not licensed to give investment advice on that level. So that's why he doesn't do it, probably to protect himself. And so probably the same thing to protect the company, because they're just giving general money advice. They're not telling you, hey, you buy this stock or you buy this mutual fund. They're not doing that. So, yeah, I don't know if it's a legal thing or whatever, or he would just rather have you work with a SmartVestor Pro, somebody in your area that you can work with, that you can go to their office and bother them if you have a question, if they're not taking care of you, that kind of thing. So I don't know, but I don't see that happening because he doesn't give specific investment advice. His investment advice is once you get to baby step 4, you invest 15% of gross income and you split that up in 4 equal ways. And the ways that are, and that could be different mutual funds in each category, or you can just do one fund in each category. But in each of the 4 categories are small cap, mid cap, large cap, and international mutual funds. And that's it. And that's the way he does it. And he just looked at, because small cap seems to be the lowest all the time. Or no, international seems to be the lowest. Was it small cap or international? I can't remember. He just talked about it. I think it was international, where he was looking at that and maybe thinking about going to a third, and a third, instead of having the 4 different ones. But he's found that he had his investment guy run it, and over whatever time he said to do it, I don't know what amount of time, but he said over the long haul, with the international, made more than if he had been 33.3, and 33.4 in one of them, equaling 100%. So it was better with the international, so he's kept the international in there. So he does, a lot of people think he's stuck in his ways and he doesn't reanalyze things, but at least in that area he has. Alrighty, Panama, Alrighty, so yeah, that's a good question there, because a lot of people ask in the chat about that. A lot of people ask about, they want the specific advice and they want it right now and they want it on the internet, and like this person said, he wants it spoon fed to him like he's 12, simplified form like he was 12. And yeah, that's because if you start, you can't, all of the information is on the internet. You can learn about how to choose a good mutual funds on the internet. All the information is there. All the information that the experts have is there. And so you can do that. You don't even need to have a brokerage account already, although brokerage accounts do have that information. But a lot of that, like on a lot of the brokerage sites like Fidelity and so forth, you can use their mutual fund comparison tools on there already. And even if there's no tools, you can look up what the history of the fund is, and then you can compare it to the history of the other funds as well. So it's all there on the internet, but it's not as easy as Total Money Makeover, where again it's written definitely. It's written. All their books are written for 12-year-olds so that you can easily understand it. Yeah, if you have to learn about it yourself, you can't just go on the Google and expect to know like every word that it tells you. You might have to look up words. Oh, maybe this is it. Maybe this is the one I was talking about. This is from Original Display Name. All right. 15-year mortgage virtually impossible in London, UK. Yeah, this is exactly it, I think, what I saw. Hey, all UK-based Ramsey listener. I'm 28 and live and work in London, earning £110,000 pre-tax. Even with my comparatively high salary, it seems impossible to get on the property ladder with a 15-year mortgage, as Ramsey suggests. I know some of his advice isn't applicable to the UK, like student loans, right? But amortization calendars and higher interest over time are universal, right? And given that I'd like to give as little of my hard-earned cash over to the banks as possible, 15-year mortgage sounds good to me. Couple of problems. First of all, it seems most banks here offer fixed interest only for the first 5 years, and then you need to refinance the mortgage once you have more equity. Given the way inflation and interest rates are rising, not having fixed for the full 15 years is scary to me. Absolutely, it would be to me too. Secondly, even if that wasn't the case, house prices here are ridiculous. If I bought a one-bed flat for £315,000 with a 10% down payment, which is cheap for London, I'd still be giving up more than half my net salary once you add bills and council tax to the mortgage payment. Council tax? Is that like city tax maybe? What am I missing here? And I don't know about anybody else, but let's see. I commented on this one actually. I think it was the first comment. There I am. Look at me. Oh, I got 2 upvotes on it too. Look at that. And here's what I put on there. London sounds like it's the same as New York City and the entire state of California here in the colonies. I call it United States colonies when I'm talking to anybody from London. That kind of thing. England. You make good money, but not enough for London. You do not get a pass on math just because you live in a high cost of living area. Make more money if you can, and be prepared to give up on a lot of things you could have if you lived elsewhere. So you can do it. You just have to, you're paying to live there, and so you don't get to, have a latte every day. That kind of thing. And even more than that, you don't get to have a lot of stuff. Perhaps check areas just outside of London. As far as the way they do mortgages over there, I would check further into it to make sure that every company, not just most, does it like that. And so, a lot of people give up like that. If they check three banks and they say they do it all the same way, they give up and don't check anymore. That doesn't mean all of them do it that way. So maybe you can still get a 15 from somewhere. People from New York City and Cali call the Ramsey Show often. Perhaps try YouTube, searching for Dave Ramsey, high cost of living area, or HCOL, for highlight videos of those calls. And because I thought, that way you can hear it instead of just reading it what I'm typing. You can hear it out of Dave's mouth telling you don't get a pass for math wherever you live, if you live in a high cost of living area. So, and I think it popped up, and I just happened to see it like a couple of seconds after that person posted it. Did we do this one already? I think we did. Yeah. Money market and high yield. We didn't do all of these yet. Let's see. Let's look for one more. Broken phone emergency. Car concerns we did. Murphy car stolen we did. Buying a home. Be hungry inspiration. Paying off taxes plus CC debt, my plan. Oh, Glow told it? Yeah, we did that. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's because yeah, we did that one yesterday. Pay off SBA disaster loan before credit card car. Let's see, this from Frankie Bachman. Baby step 1. Hello, I have a $13,100 business loan through the SBA during COVID. I have a $4,000 credit card balance and a $7,000 balance on my car left. I know Dave says to pay off the government before anything else, but I'm not sure if this qualifies. If I should still be doing the snowball and going after my credit card first. That isn't. Well, yeah, you should still be going from small to small. I see what you're trying to figure out is if the business loan through the Small Business Administration. I think the Small Business Administration just backs it. I think the loan is from a private, bank. It's not from the government. Didn't lend you that. The government is just backing it or saying, well, he's a small business. He's a small business guy. Just go ahead and give him that money. So yeah, but the problem here though is when so you had you were doing your business and then you had the pandy and then you have problems. Even if there's no pandy, people do this all the time. They start a business, it's not working out. They don't want to admit it's not working out, and so they take a loan to get them through. They think, well, if I can just stay in business for 15 more days, then it'll all turn around and I'll make a profit and stuff. And you can't think like that. You gotta be realistic about your business prospects. But regardless of that, we'll just address the situation that he's dealing with here now, or she. Yeah. So, like I said, I think that would just come at the end. That wouldn't be paying the government, unless it's some deal where it is from the Small Business Administration. Then that would be different. If it comes from a bank and the SBA just said, nah, we'll take care of it, we'll back it, or we'll vouch for the guy or something like that, then you just put it at the end of the of your debt list because it looks like it's the highest thing here. So. Right. Indian wedding caller. Oh yeah, we did this one too. It was Ray Fusion. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Didn't really like the way the chat or George handled the question. I really felt everyone was blatantly ignoring the cultural aspect of his question. And I've talked about this before. And cultural aspect is fine. They did not call a cultural show for them to concentrate on the cultural. What they concentrated in was on the money, and the money issues said that even though this is the cultural aspect, you can't afford it. So, and I think it's like something he would have to live with his parents for years and years. With his new wife, would have to live with them for years and years if they did that wedding that lasts days and days or however. So let's see, we got one. Well, no, it's 7:01. Wrap it up, Steve. I do like to talk. Let's see. So what do we want to talk about? Oh, upcoming streams. Probably will just go to bed tonight because I can do the Curse of Oak Island no cap recap in the morning, early morning, like 2 or 3 a.m. probably is when I start working on that normally. And so that's Wednesday. Wednesday is no set time. Normally it's about 6 a.m. that goes up. That is a pre-recorded video, not a live. Although I have done 1 or 2 live things on the Curse of Oak Island before. Wednesdays and Saturdays. AJ says he's just doing homework. Go as long as I want. Okay. Well, also I can leave work now. So Wednesdays and Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Old Man Video Gaming. And reminder that this week's Epic Games free game is an occult pinball game called Demon's Tilt. And it was alright. I mean, it's fun for like 30 minutes at a time. That kind of thing. I did a stream of that one. This show, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, the Ramsey Show Aftershow show. And that comes on as soon as the Ramsey Show is over. Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, tech support with Coach Steve Money. And I do exactly what I just did with the Dave Ramsey subreddit. I go to the tech support subreddit and answer questions on that based on my 25 plus years of being a PC tech. And that's all of them. Oh, and I also do a lot of bonus Old Man Video Gaming ones as well. But it will always happen on Wednesday and Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, and to give let's see if oh look, we got it. Oh, excuse me. I think we got 2 new subscribers since we've been on. Right? Wasn't it 394? I can't remember, but getting up there. We're over a third the way, way over a third the way to 1,000 subscribers. Joy would say that I'm almost there, but. Let's see, if you have money problems or just want to make sure you're on the right track, you can schedule a free financial consultation with me at calendly.com/CoachSteveMoney. You can use the link in the top of the chat. You can use the link in the video description, or you can use the link to the right of my YouTube banner right here where it says schedule free consultation. Just click that. That takes you to calendly.com. You click on financial coaching right there. And then you pick the day, and a good day is May the 4th be with you right there. And then you pick the time you want, and then it'll email me. Calendly will email me when you want that meeting, consultation, and then I will email you back and let you know what information I need to accurately assess you. This P right here on the old YouTube banner is for PayPal, and that's for donations. And that because until I get the 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube, I can't get any money from them. No, like super chats, nothing. So paypal.me/CoachSteveMoney. If you like what you're seeing and you feel moved to contribute, I will definitely take it. And Instagram is @MeOnTheGraw is Coach Steve Money. And again, I always say it, I don't post enough on there. It's been a while since I have posted on there, but I do need to start doing that more. Like maybe not once a day even, but at least once a week. Email me about anything, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. And especially if you would like to sing the Baby Steps song. Would love to hear other people sing it, and you can either pre-record it and send it, and I'll play it on the show, or you can do it live via video conference. How fun would that be? A lot, right? How's your voice, AJ? So yeah, but you can send me emails about the Yep, there's our 2 new subscribers, right? There we go. Look, we got Chaz and Fridria. Thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate it very much. What we have to talk about from my YouTube channel is Oak Island. Got too many tabs open. The thumbnails aren't showing up, but Oak Island, Ramsey Show stuff, financial coaching, obviously, video gaming, computer stuff, like tech support things, the songs I've written about the personalities that work at Ramsey Solutions, and the Baby Steps song itself, like I was just talking about. There's a music playlist, highlights playlist, etc. So I'm gonna do more of these as well. I took some clips from the last tech support with Coach Steve Money, and showing you how you can speed up your computer by disabling the startup programs. Almost not all of them, but almost every program you install on the computer. A good example is iTunes. You install iTunes, you got to have it to interact with your iPhone and your computer. So you got to have that. What you don't need is for it to load up every single time you load Windows, because you're not using it every single time you boot the computer. So you don't need it in there. Now, disabling it from the Startup tab in Task Manager will make it so that it doesn't boot when Windows boots, but if you click on the icon, it will start right up. So get rid of everything in there except for your antivirus. So, and that's a one example of that. And what I prepared but I didn't use and haven't used in a few days was this. Is that right? Is that right, Kel?
Oh, you're right, Steve.
That's right. That's what I thought. Okay. That was the time I was right, and I told her. She said you were right, Steve, and I said I'm gonna need a recording of that, and she made a recording of that. How about that? Pretty fun. All right. Okay. It's 7:08, so I was supposed to be out here 8 minutes ago. So I think I will. What's terrible? You singing? Oh. You should maybe you have to reload it there, AJ. Maybe you have to reload and you'll see the new number. So, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna put on the glasses. That way people won't know I'm Superman. And I'm gonna get out of here. All righty. Is what we say at the end. I say, hey, make smart financial decisions every day. 100% terrible at singing. I got you, AJ. No problemo. There's other people that can sing better than both of us.